Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riff Live Reefer Madness. And now, please put your hands together for the Riff crew, Bill Corbett, Kevin Murphy, and Michael J. Nelson. I am so high. Oh, man.
Woohoo! Thank you so much. Welcome to Riff Tracks Live Reefer Madness. I am Mike Nelson, Kevin Murphy, and Bill Corbett, of course.
And I'm Justin Bieber.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. Here is our dance card for tonight. We have 3 shorts that have never been seen by human eyes, I think, actually.
Not even the filmmakers saw them.
Not even the filmmakers saw them. One of them is from the swinging 1970s. The other 2 are from the decade of Reefer Madness, the 1930s. Long time ago, sort of before the invention of the camera, I believe.
Yes.
Or the bong, yes. We also have 2 very nice quick shorts by Rich Kayanka from somethingawful.com, made with his 5-year-old daughter.
Thank you, Rich, wherever you are.
Rich. And finally...
We love you, Rich.
Finally, the movie that finally, once and for all, showed us the madness of Reefer Madness.
That's right. Now, we're going to start you off with 2 shorts in a row. It should be fun. The second one that we're going to show you right now is very appropriate for the evening because it's about grass.
Yeah, man.
Before you woo, you should know that it's not the grass you're thinking of. It's the kind of grass that grows on your lawn. Okay?
Yeah, the old-fashioned.
But the filmmakers who made it,
grass.
The filmmakers who made it were undoubtedly baked at the time that they aimed. So it should be a lot of fun.
And the second one is the one from the 30s. This is a little safety film that tried to quell a craze that was sweeping the nation.
Yes. Apparently, there was a time in our nation's history when housewives were just regularly blowing themselves to smithereens by washing their laundry in big pans of gasoline.
Oh, it's true.
And this was the movie that finally put the kibosh on that.
That's right.
All right.
So watch and learn, people.
Let's roll More Dangerous Than Dynamite.
More dangerous than dynamite.
More dangerous than
More dangerous than dynamite.
More dangerous than dynamite. Oh, God, it burns. Make it stop. Oh, God. Oh, I'm okay. I just need some aloe and some gauze and...
Right, let's go.
Oh, God, it started again. I'm burning. The agony's unspeakable.
Whoa. My car! My mountain! My bridge! My subdivision! Britney Spears' birthplace! No!
Would you stop that?
You got any more for us there, sentence? Nothing?
Guess not.
Nope.
Yeah, sounds good. What's the catch?
Every year, thousands of persons are killed and millions of dollars in damage is done through pure carelessness in the home.
But nothing you can do about it. Good night.
Good night.
Yes, many of us do this on chilly mornings, but jumping out of an airplane is safer.
Yes, paratroopers are gutless cowards compared to people who stand next to heaters.
Gas hose and hose connections often leak. Permanent connections are better.
Honey, I fixed the lamp cord.
Good enough. Good enough.
Fuse plugs are the safety valves of your electrical system. To place pennies behind them is to remove that safety factor.
But this is how to do it, if so inclined.
Yeah.
Keep lamp cords in plain sight. Then you can see when they're worn out.
And when they're getting high, brah. Woo.
Yes, it still occurs in some of our best families. And it's nearly always fatal.
Throw the bodies of our worst families on top of it to quell the fire.
This is often as sure and as effective as the electric chair.
Yes, your home is more deadly than a World War I trench filled with lions.
Combustible dust mixed with air is highly explosive. Wrapped in paper, it can be burned safely. Have you one of these in your home?
Oh, I have dozens.
Open paint bucket.
Yeah.
Oil-soaked rags. Just the dish for spontaneous combustion.
Also, just the dish for a last-minute dinner party with the criminally insane.
So, what if gasoline isn't used as a cleaning fluid?
Well, then it's safer than milk.
83 pounds, well, why aren't we using our gasoline for dynamite?
Yeah, good point.
My valley!
All right with the my
Arena
business.
was.
Hundreds killed in Chinese quakes gets lower billing? Wow.
By that time, they'd finish the railroad, so
all right.
who cares?
All women urged to avoid homes.
Most people know of the fire hazards of gasoline and other flammable fluids.
And then there's women.
The woman using gasoline in her kitchen or elsewhere in the home does not fully realize the true high explosive character of a mixture of air and gasoline vapor.
Hank loves when my negligees reek of diesel fuel.
On the other hand, in dry cleaning establishments such as this, which have been licensed by the state, all work is under the supervision of men who are familiar with the properties of gasoline and experienced in fire prevention.
That's why my business failed. I didn't put reputable on the sign.
I kept telling you.
Now, I can still use pans of gasoline to wash my kids' hair, right? They're not saying that's bad.
Sure.
Okay.
Dry cleaners were woefully
All
understaffed
garments
ever
to be
since those
cleaned
Chinese
are placed in one of
quakes.
these cylindrical metal washers.
Adjustment here. There we go.
The gasoline or solvent is stored many feet underground in fireproof tanks.
Oops, just diverted the gas to the drugstore soda fountain. Oh well.
The housewife, however, keeps her whole supply unprotected beside her. She is subject to distractions by other domestic duties during the time she is dry cleaning, and others, even her children, are exposed to this unnecessary peril.
Come on, kids, it's time for your program, Gassy the Goofy Gas Can.
Fire inspectors constantly check state-controlled dry cleaning plants to see that fire safeguards are in good working order.
Oh, hell yeah, you can wash your clothes in gasoline here. You're wasting my damn time even asking.
Even interior metal parts are grounded with heavy copper wire.
Ah, so I can wash my kids' hair in there. Good.
Ooh. Yes.
When this one melts, the weight drops, automatically opening a dump valve in the bottom of the washer. The solvent is instantly drained safely into the underground tanks, removing the danger.
But where does it go?
Removing the danger.
But what chance has
If
a
you don't mind.
housewife without these safeguards?
Well, why doesn't she try not washing her clothes in
These
gasoline?
overhead steam outlets
Be
are
reasonable.
operated from an outside valve, filling the room with live steam to smother the fire. If an explosion occurs, these roof hatches open automatically to relieve the force.
And let the neighbors hear the screaming.
Electric lights are under vapor-proof globes.
Also known as light bulbs.
Again, the fusible link coupling is brought into use. This time to hold fireproof doors open against gravity.
Yeah, pretty sure it's broken, but close enough.
A pull on this valve releases steam into the washer room. But where are the steam valves here?
Steam valves are for losers. Pans of gasoline, baby. All the way.
Heavy vapors are drawn through the roof by an air duct. However, fire shuts this draft off.
Help! The fire marshal imprisoned me in this vent! Help!
Asbestos blankets placed outside each building provide protection for the workers.
Asbestos blankets. Guess they'll kill them one way or another, huh?
Should the improbable happen, despite these precautions, the explosion would only force the hatches open against the valve lever, and presto, the tumbler is flooded with fire-smothering steam.
And they're really proud of their damn steam, aren't they?
But still no protecting steam for the housewife.
Don't want any! No
She's a
steam.
badass.
Fires are extremely rare in state-supervised cleaning plants. However, should one occur, here's
Vincent
how
Price.
these safeguards work.
They killed Vincent Price!
Monsters!
All doors close automatically.
The trapped men plead for mercy, but the doors remain shut.
Oh, God, why can't we just use soap and water?
Live steam, deadliest foe of fire.
Wow, in your face, Smokey the Bear, I guess.
Still, my shirts better damn well be ready on Monday.
Yes. Oh, please, dry cleaning short. Leave the young mother alone, please.
You beast.
Surrounded by danger, the room slowly filling with flammable vapor, which even a tiny spark will explode.
Or perhaps the vigorous rubbing by her incredibly mannish hands.
Fire on the stove. Flames under the water heater. Even if she does her cleaning outdoors, there is still the greatest danger of all, the invisible menace of static electricity.
To hell with steam! I regret nothing!
That's my girl.
Stove runs, that flames ablaze.
Oh, the bad animation burns!
That's it. Wrap her up. Wait, not over her head. She'll inhale the flames.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm not an expert in putting out flaming housewives, Mr. Narrator.
Every day, ambulances pick up victims of gasoline fires.
People filling their pools with gasoline, using it as mouthwash.
Spraying it on the walls of their home and laughing with insane glee.
What grim message awaits behind the panels of this silent door?
I didn't order the veal.
Mrs. Jones, I'm afraid you'll have to lay off the gasoline for a few days.
But, Doctor!
Just for a few days.
Even doctors, all too familiar with pain and suffering, are touched by the needlessness of such a scene as this.
Hey.
Time's up, lady. We need the bed space.
For the last time, I won't kiss you.
Fine, you cow.
But what of the other victims of this useless tragedy?
Nope, I tried, but the nurse won't kiss me. It's useless.
The anxious father,
His mustache shattered by grief.
the bewildered children, motherless perhaps.
We don't know this man. Help!
No, fortunately, not in this case. But their pretty mother, withered and scarred for life.
Yeah, if she'd been ugly, it wouldn't have mattered, really.
The lesson, if you must wash your clothes in pure gasoline, at least have some damn steam handy.
Steam.
And if I'm on fire, don't cover my head. What are you guys thinking?
Sorry, Mike, in advance. Gasoline! Whoa.
At your fingertips, the sequel to Where Are My Fingernails?
Ah, grasses! No, seriously, guys, what's this about? Really?
This ladybug lives in the grass.
Good night. Oh, wait,
She
there's
knows
more.
how wide the
A
blades
little more,
are.
apparently.
She feels the firmness of the stem and the bounce of a bending leaf.
Her house is on fire, but she doesn't give a damn.
Grass is around us, too, but we usually cut it down before it has finished growing.
Just like this overgrown field. Okay, bad example. Usually we do cut it down.
Before it is topped with spikes or plumes.
Yes, nothing says grass like an endless Oktoberfest soundtrack.
All right.
How can you tell grass from other plants?
Well, if it's uninteresting and not worth devoting a film to, it's probably grass.
Good rule of thumb. The question does remain on the table, however.
Look for these signs. The leaf on one side, and then the other. The leaf wraps around the stem.
What's more boring than watching grass grow? Watching grass not grow.
And the stem breaks easily just above the solid knobby joint.
Yeah, I could use a solid joint right about now.
That's later.
Then is corn grass.
Yeah, you know, I lie in bed at night wondering just that. Finally, I will have an answer. Finally, an answer. Answer?
Is this boy's bamboo fishing pole grass?
So wait, is bamboo corn?
I don't think that's...
Getting very addled here.
How can you remember some of the beautiful shapes of the grasses you find? One way is to press them into soft clay or plasticine.
Better yet, transplant an entire acre of grass into your basement.
Damn it, is corn grass or not?
I don't know. While the clay dries, why not put on a sexy, grassy bossa nova?
That's grassy.
Or you can make an arrangement of grass.
This film is for patients that the nurses won't give scissors to.
Lay a piece of paper over it and rub it with a crayon.
Nothing says I forgot it was Father's Day like a grass rubbing.
Yes, after a few grass rubbings, your students will beg you to give them a math quiz.
When they're done, they'll have everyone wondering, how long do we have to keep this crap on our wall?
Perhaps you would like to mix a few leaves with the grass.
Perhaps you'd also like to add some corn, which might be grass.
Maybe not.
Oh my God!
Dried grass keeps very
What the
well.
hell is that?
Sometimes it can be added to clay sculptures.
Satan welcomes these offerings and will smite your enemies with grass.
Cool sculpture, Timmy.
Thanks, it told me we should kill our parents.
Radical.
What am I?
Glue dried grass on painted boxes to make pretty gifts.
Sorry, I missed a word there. Pretty crappy gifts.
Yes, show them you care enough to glue some weeds to your garbage.
It's the gift that tells her, pay attention to me because I'm unstable and might be outside your window right now.
David Lynch's wedding registry.
There it is.
And now, classical grass. Thank you.
While the grass is still green, you can braid the stems, as you would braid hair.
But unlike that uptight girl in the subway, grass won't mace you when you try to braid it. I've been there.
I knew a girl who could tie one of these with her tongue.
Oh, yeah?
Was she cute?
She was all right for an insane drifter with a mouthful of dirty plants.
Using yarn instead of grass? Corporate sellout!
Tie them with yarn, and you can wear them.
Until your cheapskate boyfriend gets the hint.
God, I hope my friends never see me like this.
4 long green leaves of grass make a flat braid.
This part is difficult, so outsource it to children on other continents.
Woody Harrelson's suit for the High Times Ball is right on schedule.
Flat braids have many uses.
Oh yeah, they're ideal when you need to do some serious wiping.
Disgusting, man.
Sorry.
Hair bands, belts,
Hair bands. Again.
twist a wire around the end of a braid, and you have a snake's head.
Oh, you didn't want a snake's head? Well, maybe if you didn't flunk spelling again, we'd buy you a real toy.
Now build a grass Adam and Eve and act out the fall of man.
Oh God, it lives!
With just a few drops of your sweet, innocent child blood, your creations come alive.
James Cameron is now set to do the blockbuster 3D version of Grass, Frog, and Snake.
Put grass in straws. Just do it.
Straws can be used to support grass stems and make it easier to weave them with leaves of grass.
In fact, glue Walt Whitman to a box to make a pretty gift.
Okay then, now the narrator has left because he has no idea what the hell Susie's doing here.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Now pay attention, because in hour 2, we'll show you how...
Oh!
Okay, and now you can use this to comb your nice trellises. Bookmark. You can use it as a bookmark. Yeah.
Be sure to apologize to the library for all the grass stains and dead aphids.
Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Hey, kid, can you help me out here? It's corn grass. I mean, it's eating at me, man. Kid? Nothing.
It's a neat craft activity and a desperate cry for help.
With grass, it is easy to make fancy headdresses.
Because how many times does your kid ask you, Mom, can I please have a fancy headdress?
And it's a great strategy if you want to get out of jury duty.
Different grasses give you different ideas of what to make.
Once you've burnt yourself out making fancy headdresses.
What is it? A wine bottle cozy, a doll's broom. Oh, another fancy headdress.
Fancy headdresses.
Also a loincloth. A very ineffective one, but breezy, nice and comfortable.
All right. Da, 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 da.
Colored masks are fun.
This expression of Ronnie's madness, however, is not fun. It's sad and scary.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Ooh, the mask is making sense to me now. Ooh.
Add grasses to them, and they are even more exciting.
You'll almost be glad your parents canceled this year's vacation.
He's making this for the bank holdup he's doing with the Joker later today.
Yeah.
Hi, Ronnie.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
Ronnie.
You can star in Wicker Man.
You can get the attention of Child Protective Services.
Just push me over the edge! I can't take it
Worship me, the grass god! Grass. Oh. Grass. Woo. Grass will do that to you. Oh, I am sorry, man. Kevin just kind of snapped his tether there, didn't he? He's very impressionable. But I guess we could have seen that coming. What should we do, Mike?
Well, I think a nice calming short by Low Tax would sort of
yes.
bring things back down again.
Let's go down to earth.
This is a little thing done by Rich Low Tax Kayanka with the help of his 5-year-old daughter, Lauren. Let's roll that, shall we?
The Story of the Fairy Mermaid by Don Kayanka, age 5. Once upon a time, there was a mermaid that swims, flies, and I have the hiccups today. She loves underwater seahorses. She's a mermaid fairy. She can fly, she can swim, she can do anything. She's a princess too. She's a robot mermaid fairy princess human. Stop it. Her name is Matilda. And one day, she had a witch came to her house. She said, "Tonight you will eat that mermaid fairy tonight." And then she farted. The witch swam away to her cave with a magic and my stars. Ghosts, zombies, robots, and lights start up. Ooh, the end.
Rich Low-Tax Kayanka, folks. Good job, Rich.
So, Kevin, you all right? Everything okay?
I'm okay.
You
back?
A little of this
something
on
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm good. I thought maybe now we could bring ourselves back to earth with a nice, simple tale from that classic storyteller, a fable from Aesop.
From Aesop, that ancient Greek guy. You know, this is another cartoon, actually, from the 1930s, our decade of the night. And it teaches a very simple moral lesson, I believe, like most Aesop fables.
Yeah, so let's have a little old-timey goodness here with Aesop's Frozen Frolics.
Frozen Frolics.
Frozen Frolics. Oh no, the madness is back!
Take it easy. Don't put any grass on.
It's just like that dream I always have after eating too many chili dogs.
Yeah. Does anything else happen in your dream, Mike? Or
Nope, just this.
Just that, huh?
All night long.
You poor man.
Poor devil.
Okay, wait, the creatures pulling the sled are the same as the ones riding it.
We're in a dark world of slave labor.
The X Games get stranger every year.
Yep, the can barked by cartoon dogs.
Well, it still makes more sense than the finale of Lost.
A great story, the twists, the turns, the incessant Mary Had a Little Lamb soundtrack.
My genitals. Again, my genitals.
Voiced by Michael Savage.
Directed by Michael Vick.
Damn you, Chinese Bugs Bunny knockoff!
Maybe it's an early ad for Skull?
That's right, just a pinch between your cheek and gums will make your dogs tear each other to pieces.
Well, my work is done here.
Yep, this was George Washington's favorite cartoon. It's that old.
Cat dog hobos love their seltzer bottles.
M-I-C-K-E, why are you suing us for copyright infringement?
Ow! Ow! Do the castrator, everybody! Ow! Ow!
Oh my groin, oh my groin, oh my groin, oh my groin. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Penguin or proboscis monkey in a minstrel show?
Hey, get a real beak. Or put some underwear on that thing you're sporting. Jesus.
Justin Bieber's warming up.
Mr. Popper, abandon us.
So will they issue the hats in utero?
Face it, Mr. Penguin, the rhythm method isn't working.
I am the me!
I am the... Hey, we agreed I would say that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Okay, but let me say goo
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 goo gajoo!
God damn you!
Fortunately, those sounds are not coming from... Unfortunately, those sounds are not coming from his mouth.
Tusk!
Remember, this is Aesop's fable. Very true to the source material.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seal!
I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah, kiss of a rose.
Seal.
Our entire habitat is melting, whoopee!
That's right! When our food supply is gone, we're gonna come and eat your entire family!
Grateful Dead fans around the country, enjoy this free acid trip. You're welcome.
You know, say what you will, that Lady Gaga puts on one hell of a show.
Look at her go.
Look at that.
Woohoo! Yay! Our oppressors are dead, hooray!
Rot in bear hell!
Okay, the first rule of polar survival is, for the love of God, bring something other than a seltzer bottle.
Kids of the 1930s loved actual death marches in their cartoons.
Of a abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy! Oh, there he is. All right.
I don't need cake frosting. I am literally dying of thirst. Aesop, yes.
Aesop's fables.
If only there had been gallons of solidified water as far as the eye could see. But no.
Mourning or pondering which limb to eat first?
Aw, his son was gonna make it rain.
Well, they are near a pole.
Sanjay, I know you're a Hindu, but this is all I had on me, so...
Aesop. Next, I'll make a burrito from his underpants.
Brains!
Okay, look, can anybody around here do anything without bobbing up and down?
Looks like the barber students train on Lorax cadavers.
Now I can get that mullet I've always wanted.
Whoa! Whoa! You know, I've seen that a lot at West Hollywood barbershops.
We made it. Suck it, Admiral Peary.
Hooray! I came back from the dead for this. Ugh.
Whoa, I haven't seen a pole get humped like that since King Stanislaus the First's wedding night. Thank you very much.
Dad, there's either a bear or a giant mouse here to see you.
Ooh, sweating like Harry Knowles.
Father of the year, folks.
And exit pursued by a bear or giant mouse.
Yeah, one of the two.
Mistakes were made, son. Sorry.
Love to help you, but I gotta get back to my pole humping.
Hey, you got any salt and pepper? You know, for your son.
Well, it's taken the whole cartoon, but here comes the patented Aesop moral coming
Here
up
it comes.
now. Yep, any second now. I think they're building to it. Big moral revelation coming up. Just about now. Yep.
Would you just eat him?
And so, as the son's bloody corpse lay half devoured, the bear pummeled his negligent father to death.
Now, that's what I call
A frozen frolic?
No felony child
The
endangerment.
story of the little doll by Lauren in the H5 bye-bye. Once upon a time, there was a little doll who likes to paint. The little doll time from India, and she likes to sing and she dances all the time. The little doll can make rainbows. That night, the little doll was sleeping and a bunny appeared. The bunny's name was Carrot, and he nibbled the carrot. And I said, and then the hopped away to a store. She chased the bunny. She shot the bunny with rainbows. And then they went home to have some food. She thought to bed now I can go to sleep. And then it's ending 2 days sleep. The end! The end! The end!
Oh my goodness.
strong stuff there, huh?
Goodness gracious.
A lot of weirdness here tonight.
Yeah, everybody having a good time out here?
Really?
Thanks again for coming. We did want to remind you, we have a Halloween show coming up. That's on Thursday, October 28th. We're doing House on Haunted Hill, the Vincent Price classic.
He did recover from his explosion in the dry cleaner.
That's
evidently,
right.
and went on to make movies.
Now, are you ready for some Reefer Madness?
Are you ready for some pale male men in boxy suits with reedy voices that all sound the same?
Are you ready for stern lectures about narcotics from old puckered men who've been dead for decades? Are you ready for that? I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
ready.
no, I'm ready too.
All right, let's roll it. Reefer Madness.
Reefer
The
Madness.
madness that is Reefer. Hello.
I don't know. I think credits are kind of boring. I had an idea. We could make it more interesting by smoking some grass.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
grass.
some grass.
Yeah, because I've got some grass right back here. You guys want some? Huh?
Is there any reason you specifically keep referring to it as grass and not the many, many other names for marijuana?
Okay, why the hassle, you guys? I'm just trying to share some grass with you, you know? Come on.
Grass wouldn't happen to be in the form of a, I don't know, fancy headdress, would it, Kevin?
No.
Kevin?
Yes,
All
sorry.
right, look, you made a very nice fancy headdress. Put it away. We have work to do now.
But it's made of grass.
Oh,
you
for
know?
God's
So-
sake!
See? Oh, the hell with y'all.
Kevin's grass sketch, ladies and
Trying to
gentlemen.
have a good time
Pretend
here.
that didn't happen and move
Trying
on.
to burn
shall
some
we?
credits for crying out loud.
May startle you. Back in 1936, people were more easily startled.
Yeah. Well, they'd all been traumatized by frozen frolics.
Ah, yes.
Warning! During this movie, you may experience emotions and sensations. We apologize for causing you to feel.
This refers to the disturbing drug craze of wiener dog huffing.
Ooh.
Violent narcotic. They call it that, but in marijuana's defense, it never attacked or injured anyone on its own.
Although, God help you if you come between a stoner and his bag of Funyuns.
Oh, yes.
Believe me, I've done it.
Space expands, time slows down. TV is watched for over an hour and a half without realizing it's on mute.
Actually, I think these are all the signs that you've been hit by a train.
Yeah, I think they are.
It's related.
Acts of shocking violence by your roommates when you won't turn down your damn fish bootlegs.
Enjoy the scrolling text, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana. This is 10 years before the invention of the letter J.
Okay, why are some of these words in cursive?
Oh, those are the fancy imported words.
This is the whole movie, folks. That's the bad news.
If you've never seen it
Scrolling
before,
text.
strap in.
These are the actual joint rolling machines themselves.
Dumb housewife washes her delicates in gasoline. Explodes.
Dopes join school parent organization fight.
Meeting to take place on slowest news day ever.
Truck all these people in from the grapes of wrath?
And all the school-parent groups about the country, and you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth.
But enough about swing
You can
music.
do it by bringing about compulsory education on the subject of narcotics in general, but dread marijuana in particular. This is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign by you to demand by law
This guy's
such
face drove more
compulsory
people to
education.
drugs than it prevented.
Because it is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out.
God, he knows I'm high. Don't tell my parents, please.
He knows. Has grown and is now flourishing. It exists in almost every city and hamlet in the country.
Don't say ham when I'm high. Oh, God, he knows. He knows.
Know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country.
I will now poop out
And
a
the work
drug-filled
of the forces
condom.
of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk
Get
of
to the
life.
watermelon smashing.
This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics Washington.
Not the one in Des Moines. No.
I've received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you.
Even though it gets pretty steamy.
My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important
Go back to the strolling text.
At the outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit.
Eleanor Roosevelt is smoking hot.
I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge.
It's nice to see the farmer from American Gothic getting work again.
It is a deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York,
some weed grows in
a
Brooklyn.
field of marijuana was found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated
By an old woman who wondered why her homemade pasta sauce was so popular.
And at government army posts in and around New York.
Anyway, suppository?
The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine. The deadly narcotic is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market.
By a guy in a cheap suit.
The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt than the traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin.
Fraser's dad has got the hookup.
They are hidden in the heels of shoes. Women's shoes especially.
Oh, not in the high heels of men's shoes. Got it.
In false heels. Hollowed shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false sentiment.
Drug lords stole all their ideas from Scooby-Doo villains.
The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken.
From the Incomplete Barrel Factory.
An apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of
Tom
Ingredients
Sizemore can't watch the scene
and
without
more
breaking down in sobs.
More deadly even than these soul-destroying drugs is the menace of marijuana. No doubt many of you do not believe that these things do happen.
Yes, I
But
do
they
no
cannot
doubt
happen.
not believe that these
You may
things
also
do
believe
happen.
that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our own city.
Sir, the room
You
emptied
probably
out
read
15
about
minutes
the
ago.
However, I'll give you the real facts behind the case.
Or my name isn't the dad from Alf.
Near one of our high schools. It was run by a woman known as May Coleman.
May wasn't the daintiest gal, but she had heart.
Here's May's brother Norm taking an afternoon nap.
Wow, racy. Those beds are only a yard away from each other.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
There's dead Nazis everywhere.
Time enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Break out the veggie
Jack, we
tales.
can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio.
I mean, of course, a radio that's turned on but not tuned into a station. I'll be back when I finish my metaphor.
Now keep in mind, folks, this is the story told by the old guy who looks like the dad from Alf.
He's telling the story. Right now, he's...
Then the trim, handsome man with the fine jaw retrieved something from the cupboard. Suddenly, a buzzer went off. Well, twice. Buzzer went off twice. Meanwhile, his creamy-thighed concubine gave us a small hint of the golden country
Sir,
that might
how
be...
is this relevant?
I am trying to save your children from the demon weed. Now listen.
Oh, greetings.
Well, hello, fella. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here.
Back when you could call your drug dealer fella. Hey, fella.
Name? Sugarladian. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Now don't sit on the cat. Ah, damn.
Oh, it's all right, Gwen. See, they probably had a party last night.
Then she oozed her supple body into a barely there gown.
When'd you get to the drug prevention doctor?
The details matter, damn it.
Those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm going to blow.
Carrot Top says that before every show.
I'll probably drop by Bill's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over their complex?
Alan Tipper Gore, the true story.
Yeah, hollowed out books, false shoe bottoms, pah! The best hiding place of all, the kitchen cabinets.
So obvious.
Give me some up top, my brothers.
The score for this movie is very minimalist.
Yes, indeed.
Although I'm finding the three men walking theme particularly jaunty.
Yeah. That's right, stone guys of America. Everyone can hear the music right now except you.
Oh, by the way, I started getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place with the swimming pool? Like to come?
Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'd sure like to have you.
Whoa!
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
See you later.
Who the hell was that?
Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you headed? Oh,
Some guy's gonna have me at his grandma's pool party.
hey, how do you like that?
Hop in, guys. My car seat's 50.
That's the one I was telling you about. Very nice.
She looked great in a boxy drab
I
suit.
don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Swally. Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the freshman team that year he went to college.
Yeah, that lets him out. My dad knows his family. None of them are any good. Father and mother just got a divorce from Paris.
Divorce from Paris?
You know, Ralph
How do you get
comes around
divorced
pretty
from a
much an
European
adult.
capital?
He's been in a couple of jams.
Well, I only kind of say hello to him. I don't go around with him.
Well, you better not. He's a little too old for us. That's what my dad said.
High school kids, ladies and gentlemen. High school kids.
How are you, Bill?
How are you, Ralph?
How are you?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know my brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you? Well, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill?
How do you do?
Glad to know you.
I'd Holly her smooch tariff anytime.
We have a date today instead of double.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
And this right after Jimmy had sent his college fund to a Nigerian prince.
Jimmy.
Ooh, the rare triple ass dissolve.
And now a glimpse into how terrible life was before television.
Oh, horrible. Kramer!
Playing the piano, Jerry.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Finger's Granny.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do I?
No, I'd rather thrash around like an epileptic gibbon.
Attention, white people. Never dance.
Just don't do it. It never pays off.
I'm having a ball.
What a blast.
This is just divine.
We'll be the apartment a little later. Any new prospects?
Maybe.
This move was called the try to snap her arm off.
I look just like Kramer. I look just like Kramer. I lived across from Jerry, and Newman was my pal. Yeah. Oh, gotta go see Bob Sacamano. Good night now.
I like a soda shop that has a secret yet convenient dope smoking room.
Yeah.
You know, this is the film that gave jazz musicians the idea to do drugs.
Yes, confirmed in the Charlie Parker memoir, please buy this book so I can buy more drugs.
The fifth Marx brother, Dopo.
Dopo!
Oh, Jimmy, you're wonderful.
You just finding that out?
They'll never smell this through the slats, Jerry.
Oh,
Why
crap.
can't we go now?
Good. Hey, kids, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure. Any place with you.
Well, come along. We can all go in my car.
I'll drive you back to your own house, Jack. Then later I'll drive you back to your car and you can drive yourself back.
See you later, Joe.
Ah, my best copy of Mein Kampf.
That scene plays a pivotal role later, I promise.
I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no.
No will suffice in the future, Bill.
Yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
Get the hell out!
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Oh, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
Now get back in the kitchen.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself. He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane.
Bill puts the wad in gay wad.
Oh, thank you, You're so very, very kind.
You know, dweebs haven't really
Hey,
changed
before we
much
do
in
that,
72
man,
years.
How about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it? You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you're there beside me.
Only you're naked and a man.
Well, listen. It is my soul that calls upon thy name.
It is my fist that wants to punch thy face.
Down lovers comes by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo.
My dear,
Hey, Romeo, you clogged our damn toilet.
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Okay, slipper the tongue, that's right.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Bye, Mrs. Lane.
Goodbye. Goodbye,
So
Bill.
long. Gosh, oh!
It's his signature move. He does that in every movie.
Yeah. He was a beta test of Dick Van Dyke, actually.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, Daddy!
Oh, Julie.
Hey, why does he call his grandfather Daddy?
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Don't bother your father every
Ah,
night.
their little mistake.
Have you?
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Oh, I had to study, Ma.
And I didn't want to eat that swill you call dinner, Ma.
I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill's got a girl. Got a girl.
Ma, make him cut it out.
Make him be less ugly,
Well,
too.
Bill has got a girl.
Quiet. And put that candy away till after dinner. Henry, you shouldn't have given it to him.
Well, he has got a girlfriend and her name is Mary.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Off screen, too, these actors often fought bitterly.
Put that carrying on. Junior!
Oh, that's there.
You know, Bill better watch it. Junior's killed 5 of his siblings already.
I didn't mean to Bill Ernst, I didn't.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Jimmy Stewart's estate files a
It
cease
must
and
be
desist.
love. She'd have to be swell for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
I want some reefer.
It's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Bill gained that reputation after he fixed the family dog. Anything.
Oh, I don't even want to imagine.
Oh, hello, Jimmy.
I was just waiting for the scene to start.
Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. See, Mary let you have the car.
Yeah.
We're the same person, right?
I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well then, how about driving me over to the show place with me? I'll buy you a soda.
I never drink that stuff.
Well, gee, I'll buy you something else.
Okay, you're on the hook for 1 root beer.
Well,
Hey, Mike, I'll buy you a hamburger.
I never eat that
Well,
stuff.
I'll buy you something else.
All right, you owe me 1 cheeseburger.
Swell. The hell?
The 2 squarest people on earth together at last.
hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on, slide in.
Hello, Lance.
Slide in. Wow, sometimes a guy lucks out.
2 sodas. No, I need 1 soda and 1 root beer. How's Meg?
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill come along?
Is your straw big enough for you there,
Run
Ralph?
along, Bill. You'll get a kick out of it. Thanks just the same.
Oh, come on, Bill. Mary won't be jealous.
Well, sure. A lot of the kids will be there. It's keen. Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't have. Well, okay.
Yeah, I comb my hair with an egg beater. What about it? I'm Kramer.
Sounds like somebody's torturing a schnauzer.
He's taking his usual precautions of hoping it's not the
Hi,
cops.
Kev. Hello, Jack. What do you say?
Come on in, grab a sweater vest.
Come on, Bill. Don't stand there.
Stand in the place where you live. Now face north.
Don't you people have jobs? I'm just kidding. Keep smoking our weed, everyone.
Hi, Meg. This is Bill Harper. He's okay.
Hello.
Well, if you say so, it's all right with me. I'll be back in a minute. Hi,
This is what really happens at a Quaker meeting.
There's a new one in today.
Yeah, Bill Harper. He's all right.
Jack doesn't like to push dope on an empty stomach.
What yen for?
Not bad. I didn't think she had that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooks up for this new kid.
Say, we haven't many more smoke. You better run over and get some.
And get Indiana Jones
Why
out of
couldn't
our
you find that out
fridge.
when I was here this morning? Now I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That kid out there, Jimmy, he's got a car. He'll take you. Come on, get going. Hurry up.
Oh, I bet Scarface never had to borrow some teenager's car to pick up more drugs.
Let's put on something less annoying, like dogs barking jingle bells.
I've got to run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you? Why, yeah, my sister. Mind giving me a lift? Why, sure. Come on.
OJ's Bronco, Bonnie and Clyde's death car, Jimmy's older sister's borrowed dope car.
Man, vaudeville clowns used to get so much tail. Whoa.
No, thank you.
My doctor recommended another brand.
Well, here we are. Oh, thanks.
Oh, May, don't forget me.
Their business model, give out free pot, get rich.
Oh, dear. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
Smoke it and you'll see double rainbows.
All the way across the sky?
You bet.
Invisa-joint.
I thought you were a sport.
Yeah, he really does seem like a sport, doesn't he?
Sports.
The iron will of Bill finally snaps.
That's bitter. That's more like it. I know you like that. Really, you will. Now just take a puff of it.
Within weeks, Bill's car will be filled with Bob Marley 8-tracks. Yeah, man.
One of those you had to be there type things.
Just be a minute, kid.
Hey, Jack, give me a cigarette before you go, will you?
So you're just gonna pretend you didn't try to hold my hand on the way over? That you didn't casually mention you and I going away on a spa weekend? Jerk.
Hitler doing some light office temp work.
Hello, Jack. Hi, boss. How's business? Getting better every day. Those kids sure go for it. Swell. Had to run over a couple more cars. Ran short today.
On April 20th of all days.
That's 10 gross for Jack Perry. Who? Pete Daly. All right, send him in. It's all right, stay where you are.
Make it quick. I've got 2 clipboards worth of work to do.
I want to talk to you.
All right, go ahead. Next, okay. What's the beef?
What's the beef? A more accurate slogan for Wendy's.
Perhaps you don't.
Yeah, but I don't need dough that bad.
taking 2-bit pieces from kids.
There are millions of 2-bit pieces just begging to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids.
Selling it? What a great idea.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy has always been. The boys are not satisfied. I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently.
With a generous benefits package and my sincere thanks for your service.
Well, that guy'll have to fall back on his women's studies degree.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could...
Yeah! I was gonna say hug them and be the father they never had.
All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from down here. I'll be ready by now.
Okay, boss.
I wish I had a poster to remind me to hang in there, baby. That'd be great.
Jimmy still shook up from finding a filthy poem Bill wrote to his sister in the glove box.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
And then you'll be rolling in your 5.0 with a rag top down so your hair can, well, stay firmly in place, as it turns out.
Take it easy, kid.
He's staying inconspicuous by speeding around in his sister's giant yellow car.
Hurry! Our butter car is melting!
Tell my wife of 50 years I never loved her.
That's good. Stand him up. It's important to move the victim's severed spine as soon as possible.
Good sound advice.
Mary, you're not eating your breakfast again.
That's because it's yesterday's breakfast, Mother.
What's forgotten been around lately? Anything wrong between you two? Why should there be anything wrong?
Well, you've carved another boy's name into your arm, for one.
And whatever it is isn't serious, I know. I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that. Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Hopper never lied about anything. Yes, that's right. Bill's mother says he never lied.
That lying bitch!
You think it'd be all right if
Believe her.
I speak to him about it? Why, of course. Oh, Jimmy. Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
We don't have any eggs. The delivery guy was run down by some monster.
Jimmy, there's something worrying you.
What have I got to worry about?
Why don't you tell me?
Well, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy!
Is that old man brain on your sweater?
Like that.
And scene. Brilliant!
The FOBOI, not the COIOA.
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotic.
Oh, God. Him again.
Not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll.
Despite your girly
You
last
realize
name.
that marijuana is not like other forms of dope. You see, it grows wild in almost every state in the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug.
Let's set some up. We'd make a
The
killing.
government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt, but we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Let me show you something.
Speaking of
In
aroused.
1930,
Oh, my goodness.
the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
Not as big as the cabinet full of my many, many muffin recipes. Check this out.
All these
Muffin
devoted
recipes.
to marijuana records.
Move the cabinet closer to the desk.
Here's
You'd
an
trim
example.
20 minutes off the movie.
A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict.
Big fan of Robot
Here is the
Chicken,
most
too.
tragic case.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
Well, in his
Then there
defense,
is the
they
most
were
tragic
harshing his
case.
buzz.
Here, in Michigan, a young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker, taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men.
Fortunately, they were
Here
Jonas
is
Brothers.
particularly
No threat at all.
Yes, I remember. The newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day.
Well, that's great.
I'd like to take these records, if I may.
Maybe not.
I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll. Thank you.
Now let's go get wasted at one of the dozens of legal bars on this block.
Sit down, Bill.
Not on the cat!
There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always had excellent grades.
Never listened to Cypress
Just the work is
Hill?
getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll. No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me.
Come sit on my lap,
You're
Bill.
undermining your help. There's nothing, Dr. Carroll, really there isn't. I'll study harder, honest. Honest. If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story.
Perhaps the story about the 10-inch tall piano player.
Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question.
Straightforward, okay.
Here we go.
I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Very direct.
Straightforward.
Yes.
Straightforward.
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people?
Straightforward, ladies and
Straightforward.
gentlemen.
Right down the line.
No, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home.
I'm Junior's real father.
All right. We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember, if you ever want to confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser.
Thank you, Dr.
The
Carroll.
children are drawn to his natural warmth.
Suddenly I want 2 snow cones.
Me
I don't
too.
know why.
You want to play it, son?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for a week.
Ladies.
Woman is half scarecrow.
Jimmy's playing the done got away with murder because the old men had no relatives blues.
Ah, liquid pot.
He gets nervous when he's away from his hat for too long.
Where is it?
Didn't take that new kid long to catch on.
Don't take any of them long.
Have lunch, you say? Don't mind if I do.
Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see?
Why did I start dating you? What could have possibly clouded my judgment?
Give me that and a fork, will you?
Get it yourself.
Get it yourself. That was my dad's response whenever we needed anything. Silverware, food, insulin.
I'll be honest, I've never had any luck with the whole pretending to dance right into the bedroom thing.
The lesson, folks, doing drugs gets you chicks.
You can also get away with murder.
That's right.
Do drugs.
Ladies, that type of reaction can't be good for your self-esteem.
No, leave the bland pullover on. Oh, yeah.
And Bill dies. She would notice the difference 45 minutes later.
I want to eat your face.
Folks, if you're ever that guy at a party, it's time to seek help. Madness.
Good morning, Miss. We're from the police department.
Old fart division.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it, and yours was one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
That was the day before Mother's birthday.
That second
yes,
cop
I remember
there, he
that
was
because
hired
I
for
left
his
school
raw
and went directly to the
charisma.
dressmakers with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
Because that's something people routinely do,
I
right?
took the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, Miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Unfortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Now, the annual wedding sale at Filene's basement, that's an excuse for hit-and-run driving.
I'll go see what Sam Spade has to say.
Gary Shandling's earliest role.
He was, he went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
65 and a soda jerk. No wonder he's so bitter.
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay. I'll write it down for you.
Okay, please don't cut away. I want to see if he writes it down. Please don't cut away. Yes! All right.
Writes it down.
Writes it down.
If this is another talking penguin, I will just smoke more weed.
Come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
Oh, why, he's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back.
Yeah.
Come in and sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Don't! He'll try to smoke it.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Well, he can't have any of my food.
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. It's funny, we've never been able to get her up here before.
Let's see, what else can I smoke? The rug, the end table, this guy.
Hey, scram, will you?
Go on, take your slack-jawed, drug-induced stupor somewhere else.
Yeah, here GameStop is hiring.
Yeah.
I find women really respond to silent, leering creepiness.
You would know.
Yeah, they dig it.
He has the look of a guy who's actually tried the old hole in the popcorn bucket trick. What you think?
Say, are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
He's probably just out fleeing the scene of another bloodbath.
So, how long have you been a probable sex offender?
And even though they don't exist yet, she wakes up craving Doritos. Oh, yeah.
Somebody invent them.
Yeah.
You know, more than anything else, Bill regrets their pillow talk about, like, why cars don't have U-turn signals, man? I mean, it just makes sense, man. I mean, wait, what?
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk, yes.
Pillow talk, yeah. Go.
She's laughing at something funny she saw a dog doing earlier today. Now she's laughing because she can't remember what it was. Now she's laughing because she wanted to tell him about how she forgot but can't remember if she already did. Now she's laughing because she forgot she had hands.
Hey, what's the matter? Am I an orphan?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
A line often uttered by Paul McCartney while he writes alimony checks.
Wow. The original darker version of It's a Wonderful Life.
You know, I think they're going to realize soon that they don't have all that much in common. As opposed to these two, who really have something special going.
Got a chemistry. All right, in Ralph's defense, no, I can't finish that sentence. What the hell, Ralph?
Romeo.
So he's having a dream sequence about having a dream sequence about watching his girlfriend make out with a creepy guy.
I'll get to help you, Bill.
Bill helps out by doing his impression of a ventriloquist dummy.
Back off, Mary! Ralph is mine!
Jack's eating is temporarily interrupted.
Oh, I'm a terrible gangster.
This movie, people register their shock by remaining completely silent, maybe moving half an inch or so.
Tension broken by the coconut sound effect.
I found the remote, look!
Jack, is she all right?
No, she still has her left side, too.
Boo!
I didn't write that one. What can I say? Thank you.
She's dead.
Damn it, Ralph, this happens every time you try to molest someone.
Hey.
Cut back a
Get
little.
some order. Now listen, you two.
I'm hungry again.
Why don't you get out of here? Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this. Now get going.
And try not to kill as many people as usual.
Okay, quick murder cover-up, then back to my macaroni salad.
Give it to me.
Let's do a light baptism here.
Is there a water shortage? Just dump the pitcher.
Yeah.
Okay, now pour some of that on his crotch so he thinks he peed himself. It'll be hilarious.
Harry.
The mood is lightened somewhat by the fact that he's wearing his pants just below his nipples.
Blunts the tragedy a bit.
Mary. Mary.
What was our math homework?
What happened? You killed her.
It was the long-term exposure to your Brill cream that actually did it.
Best water jug-based scene in cinema history.
Look. After I scram, you call the cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You're out in the kitchen, you heard the shot.
Heard a what?
When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story.
Okay, should I flub the same line you did in the story, or should I...
Mary! Mary, speak to me.
Join me in hell, Bill!
Oh, stop speaking to me.
Wow, Mary.
Check him out. His look says, I'm gonna order a vanilla Coke, and I don't care who it offends. Nothing can stop him. Oh, yeah.
You know, when I get older, I hope I'm not still going to soda shops and bossing around the high school kids.
But you are doing it now, just to clarify?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Good life you got there.
Hello, Jack. I was just talking to a friend of mine. A cop.
I was saying, stop beating me with your nightstick.
Sergeant on the homicide squad. Guy you hit that day died.
Died? You didn't...
No,
I didn't reanimate him.
I didn't crack.
Tried, but no luck.
Nobody will ever know you were driving that car.
Thanks, Jack.
In exchange, you have to become my
As
butler.
long as you keep your mouth shut that you were ever up in May's apartment.
Why, sure, Jack, sure.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, your sister was just murdered. See ya.
Your Honor, I'd like to recall Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
Oh, God, no.
Dr. Alfred Carroll.
Any jury members caught jumping through this window to get out of the doctor's testimony will be held in contempt.
Dr. Carroll, as principal of the Lakeside High School,
And a total
did
tight
you,
ass.
during the last 3 months, notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student, William Hopper?
Yes, in a number of things. For example, at times disassociation of ideas.
He just made that phrase up.
In another instance, I happened to attend...
They got
the
Judge
recent
Cheney.
interscholastic
Crap.
tennis matches. And while Bill Hopper had been considered an exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet.
No, wait, that was the
This,
blind
I
students.
understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space.
Choice of
Objection,
music.
Your Honor. The witness isn't qualified to express opinions upon the effects of narcotics.
Sustained. Dr. Carroll has been called merely as a character witness.
Well, then, although you didn't know to your own knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana, did you
The skeleton makeup was Bill's lawyer's idea.
It's
working.
That he was under some severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug.
Yes?
I feel 10 degrees colder every time he talks to the camera.
It was during a class of English literature. There was a serious discussion of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet when he suddenly burst into an uncontrollable fit of hysterical laughter.
Well, it was the scene when Friar Lawrence got hit in the nuts.
6 months ago, what would have been your opinion regarding the character
Shakespeare.
of my brother? He was a fine, upstanding American boy.
With parents in their late
scholar,
60s.
A good athlete, and representative of the caliber of young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
Oh, he's smoking his own fingers.
Oh, snap out of it, will you? It's not our fault.
You were just innocently raping that girl when it
Why did I
happened.
ever bring him up there anyway? He's just a kid. I can't hang him.
Shut up, shut up!
Ooh, guess the mellowing qualities of marijuana don't work on everybody.
Yep.
Go off your nuts and have me that way, too. It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up! They've got us hidden out, haven't they? The cops can't find us.
Yeah, unless they take the bold step of asking to come inside.
Jack, I want to get out.
You're going to stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover. Until the trial's over.
We can hear you.
The boss gets a better idea.
It's just a gauze curtain. Not much sound damping property with those things.
Not worried about her. We got to keep him gagged.
You're gonna keep me gagged, you said.
Do is keep him
Seriously, we can hear you. And we can see you too, by the way. Hi. See, waving, listening to you. It's me, jumping up and down.
I don't think he'll get it.
It's been 20 minutes. I better eat.
I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
To the boss.
I always make sure to give my loved ones 2 rough taps on the shoulder just in case it's the last time I ever see them.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, boss.
Oh, I'm swamped. I'm thinking of getting a 3rd clipboard.
What are we going to do about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's going to do.
Keep feeding him that hot stick.
That's what May's been doing. That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. He's on the tee. He's liable to take a powder on us and blow his topper to the DA.
Whoa, slang
You mean
overload!
you think we'd all be better off if he never heard the verdict? Well, what are you waiting for?
The universal sign for I'll be sure to kill him.
You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have a duty to perform.
Boo!
A duty to
Duty
yourselves
sucks!
and to our community. Mary Lane is dead.
Just telling them that now?
The evidence you've heard
Terrible
in this trial
lawyer.
could not have failed to convince you of the guilt of the defendant.
You, the world's ugliest
My
jury.
full admission. It cost the trigger of the weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death.
Causing whoever this is to become upset.
We are not so much concerned about the motives behind the deed as to the deed itself.
What were its motives?
He just said.
That he saw someone attacking Mary Lane, and that his mind went blank from that moment on. The defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement.
You said there'd be graphic
Ladies and
photos.
gentlemen of
Have
the
people
jury,
point out where they
your
touched him with a
able
dowel.
Where the hell is Wapner?
Men were trying to bring out the fact that the defendant might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane.
Objection. My
But the
attorney
defense
died
has
20
been
minutes
able to
ago.
prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred.
It was a time
He
of
was
men who
unhappy to visit the
yelled.
place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman. You've all heard what went on in that room. You heard it from the defendant's own lips.
His torrent affair in which he was unable to maintain any sort of
Okay,
erect.
all right.
Mary Lane was in the way. She had found him out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her.
Killed her
If
to
such
death.
deeds are permitted to go
To
unpunished,
death.
this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live.
I call the radiator to the
I
stand.
have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant for the crime that he has committed against society. You are upright citizens. That is why you were chosen to judge another.
Chosen from the League
And
of
as
Crabby People.
Upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find. And that is a verdict of guilty.
If you can't spell guilty, just draw a frowny
This
face.
court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
Hey, Gary, you got any pot?
Yeah, sure, Bob. Me and the judge are going to toke right now. Join us.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case.
Disappointed that no one talked about panties. I know I am.
But he might have been insane when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
The perils of selecting jurors too dumb to weasel out of jury duty.
Supposing he was insane.
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else.
Sure.
We'll take a first vote.
That's my kind of jury foreman. Just yell at everybody to vote guilty so we can get home.
Oh, okay. Who wrote the foreman is a dick?
11 for conviction, 1 for acquittal.
Okay, my kid's school play is tonight, and this is my only way out.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity. We can't.
No doubt about the fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
I cannot tell a lie. This is a really crappy effect.
Good Lord, I'm baked.
We gotta make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children.
Yep.
We can't have every
He's
murderer
right, damn
hiding
it.
behind the gag that he's insane. Sure, they see red before they kill somebody. But whose fault is it?
Well, I know who Mel Gibson would blame.
When they were shooting this scene, the actors were told to be very quiet so as not to cause any undue drama or interest.
Yes. Good idea.
Scared, bored, gassy. Hard to tell with Bill.
Guess the other jurors finally wedgied a guilty verdict out of the little bald guy.
The director thought it was crucial to show the point of view of the squirrel outside the courthouse.
Art! Anybody else get some during recess?
Have you reached the verdict?
I did.
We have. The defendant will rise.
And I will sing.
What is your verdict?
We find the defendant guilty as charged.
His hopes of going to refrigeration school dashed.
Grandpa Mom and Grandpa Dad clearly devastated. Grandpa Mom.
Okay, after party at Bennigan's, man. Free drink for everyone who voted to convict. Decent.
Bill's chances of surviving even a day in prison, 0%.
Yes, calmly filing out of the courtroom explodes across the silver screen.
Well, say what you want. Their murder hideout is very tastefully appointed. Live classical music, lovely.
So smoking tons of weed makes you look like a panda bear?
Oh, that racket, stop it!
What's the matter with you? Give me the creeps.
This is what I'm like when someone ahead of me in the checkout line lets their toddler scan the groceries.
Hey!
What do you want?
Bring me some reefers.
Spoiler alert, she brings him some reefers.
They're going to hang him. Blanche, they're going to hang him.
Calm down, they're not going to hang the
Get a
hamburglar.
hold of yourself. Here you are. Quit that crazy laughing.
Something Carrot Top never has to say to his
I want to
audience.
get out of here.
Take that, Carrot Top.
I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack.
I'm courtside at the Lakers game. Come see me there.
You better quiet him. I can't do anything with him.
I think I got this guy at the DMV once.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
This was the birth of the dope fiend rapist with a heart of gold cliche.
He'll be here. Don't worry, he'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. I've got to.
Hey, you happen to have a horse trank on you? Give it to me.
That's how my dad reacted at my first piano recital.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon.
Unless it's one of those hangings where they just kind of dangle there,
You want me
gurgling
to
with
play
the
something
tongue
for
out.
you?
Yeah, that's it. Play something.
All right. Come on.
Little change of pace, smoke some weed and listen to piano.
Yeah.
Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
Ralph's already thinking up ways to turn the piano into a bong.
Lucy and Schroeder's marriage enters its darkest period.
You know, they'd invite Humphrey Bogart over, but you know what he'd do with all their joints.
Ooh. The message here, true love conquers all.
I don't think that's the message.
I believe it's the message.
And this is what it's like to be in the editing room with Michael Bay.
This guy does give private lessons. They tend to have a singular focus, though.
Type of weed-induced ecstasy usually brought on by 2-hour doses of the Game Show Network. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot. I was supposed to give the commencement address at BYU today.
And this was me the first time I heard Emerson, Lake and Palmer when I wasn't stoned. Start thinking.
Are my dinners ready?
I know what you want. You want to kill me.
You're crazy. Take it easy, kid. I just want to talk to you.
And try out my Tin Man impression.
Whoa! Some third grade teach a nun lent him her hidden ruler.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. Grows on you.
Hurry, hurry. There's a terrible fight going on.
Ma'am, this is Domino's Pizza. We don't really...
And this was me after I read an entire YouTube comment thread for the first time. Can't believe that harmless little puppy deserves so many F-bombs. Jeez.
Jack's last generous act was to surprise May with 4 policemen strippers. Hot cops.
Sound familiar, Mike?
Yep, my wedding night, yeah.
Now I can finally play the piano nude.
Shameless.
Oh, how are you doing, Jack? Harry, are you ready to tell what you know?
Yes, disembodied voice, I'll talk.
They're using the bad cop, worse cop method.
This footage of an unknown guy talking on his ham radio is vital to the story.
Yep, and while everyone was messing around, King Kong got out again.
The actual basement where they uncovered this stock footage.
You know, man, back then a fire axe was your search warrant.
Oh, yeah.
You can do anything you want to me, just leave my clipboards alone.
Larry King marries third wife.
It's really old.
Reinhold's room.
If we can gain some measure of leniency from my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn the state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
I regret that this court is not prepared
Ribbit,
to bargain
ribbit.
with justice.
I'll tell you. I was there. I saw it.
Oh, she drives a hard bargain.
Mary, and I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand.
Then he went to the fridge and ate a whole chicken.
And Mary came in looking for her.
That was Jack.
Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight.
This guy's very interested in that bin in the other room stuff.
Go back there.
And then the gun went off. I saw it. I can see it now. It was horrible.
She's talking about Bill's naked body, actually.
Kind of scrawny.
Mary was dead.
Again, their reaction, silence, and moving 3 inches to the right.
Bill didn't know I hadn't taken Mary. He was so doped up. They made him think he had.
They also made him think he had. Each of them owed him $5.
Oh, if they'd only let him. But this is the truth, Judge. I'm telling you the truth.
Can't be sure of that until we zoom in on your face even more.
He put the gun in Bill's hand. It was Jack's fault. And it was my fault, too.
But mostly Jack's.
I got all of them to come up to the apartment. I'm just as much to blame.
In a moral sense, though I take no responsibility under the law.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
He's also guilty of making my eardrums bleed.
Also an order setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the people versus William Harper.
And now I have to go Father John Hodgman.
In the interest of justice, I shall direct a verdict of not guilty.
I'm still ordering you all hanged, including the lawyers. Especially the lawyers.
Sign here, please.
It's a sworn statement that yours truly is the biggest sexual dynamo on the entire 7th Circuit. You'll see that it's true. Someday soon.
With all my love, signed Judge Turtlehead.
You shall be brought into court on Thursday, the 17th, when sentence will be pronounced.
Paging Mr. Herman.
Meanwhile,
Paging
you will
Mr.
be
Pee Wee
held as a
Herman.
real witness in the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
You have your choice between sexy and regular women's prison. I recommend sexy.
Her lawyer has actually fallen mute at this point.
The lady from Rent-A-Hag will escort you to your cell.
Alice B. Toklas. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun.
Her hat is a cartoon bomb.
Oh, his collar was so big. The rest of him, not so much.
And then Mary died. And then Bill went through her pockets looking for cum.
Yep, that was a perfect day.
The elevator's out? Screw that, I'm not taking the stairs.
Dear God, no, she had my Fabergé egg. What was I thinking?
Shouldn't have given it to her.
We have come in the hearings before this court today
Mr. Herman.
to what I hope will be the final actions revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case, one whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me.
The Last
I am
Airbender.
happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man,
I didn't do it for free.
although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice, we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana.
Legalize it. I mean, thank you, Your Honor.
Thus, I am ordering you to remain in this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped. Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
Ah, with Bill free, his parents can now enjoy the last 2 years of their lives.
I'm so sorry I dogged another chick while your daughter got murdered. So, Applebee's?
Of course, the inability to straighten one's tie is now a well-understood symptom of marijuana use.
Your Honor, in this case, the state waives trial of the defendant, Ralph White.
Since he keeps dislocating in time and space.
The defendant be placed in an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life. Defendant counsel joins the state in this request.
Wow, the defense really phoned it in on this one, didn't they?
As well as counsel.
Whatever.
They seem to agree on this. I see no reason why the request should not be granted.
God, not again!
What happened right here to your neighbors? It is not too much to say that in your hands lies the possibility of averting other tragedies like it.
I'm not wearing any pants back here, by the way.
So that our children are obliged to learn the truth.
Swinging free and
Because
easy.
it is only through knowledge
like a
that
pendulum.
we can safely protect.
Yes, a shriveled up old
Okay,
pendulum.
cut it out.
The next tragedy may be that of your daughter, or your son,
Or your ferret.
Or
That
yours.
could happen.
or yours.
Tell my kids I'm sorry, I never had any. I was too busy getting high. I don't regret a moment of it.
You make me feel so high, like the stars up in the sky. My reefer madness and you.
Madness for you. Thank
Reefer
you.
madness.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, shucks.
Let's do it again.
Let's reel it back and do it again.
Rich Lotax Kayanka, ladies and gentlemen. We'll say goodbye in a minute. We just wanted to remind you again, we will be doing the Halloween show on October 28th. The House on Haunted Hill.
Yes. Starring burn victim Vincent Price.
Thanks to Rich Lotax Kayanka again, and everybody at Fathom and at Riff Tracks, and all of you here, all of you around the country. We really appreciate you coming out.
And we'd like to point out, too, there were a couple of jokes in the actual show that we had a little contest. So there were people out there in the audience who wrote some of these jokes. So,
Well done.
And they weren't all ones that sucked either, were they?
Bad man.
Well, thank you very much.
That's all we got. Good night.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you again.
Good night.
Good night.
Digital goodies, visit us at rifftracks.com/madness.